Joy students, it's your boy Campbell. Hope you've all been well. I miss y'all so much and I can't wait to see y'all whenever we do. When I was asked to speak for today, I honestly had no idea what I was going to talk about, so I just kind of gave it to God, and that ended up being the theme of what I wanted to talk about, and kind of fits right in, just with everything going on in the world, and just with everything going on, what we can be going through right now, and how we can use this time. In 1 Peter 5:7 it says, cast all your anxiety on him, for he loves you. And that's just going to be the one kind of Bible verse I want to talk about today. It's been a huge Bible verse in my life, and anyone who knows me well knows that that's a huge thing that I've really struggled with, is anxiety and depression and everything like that. And that Bible verse really encompasses what we need to do when we're struggling with that. And this world right now can really make it that way. So to kind of preface what I'm going to speak about today, what we're going to speak about is, I just wanted to let y'all know a little bit more about myself. As I flip my pages, because I'm awesome. Just kidding. I have both ADD and Asperger's, so if I bounce around a little bit very slowly because I walk slow, that's probably why. Either that or I don't care. Just kidding. Those things tend to make it a little difficult for me socially every once in a while. And so in school, that was always a huge thing for me. From first grade all the way up until 8th grade, I was kind of shielded by stuff. I didn't really have any struggle situations, so I was just basically the giant kid in the corner that sat there, did absolutely nothing but answer questions and get high grades and then go home. And it was simple, but it was the way I was. And once I hit high school, my anxiety and depression kind of took over. The first day of school, I went there and I didn't really know many people at all. I only knew maybe 4 or 5 people. And it was a huge school. And that summer I had gained over 120 pounds. And so I was already at a disadvantage socially because of that. I was going to get looked at and made fun of, which I was quite a bit. And I look at that now and look at it as I got stronger because of it. But that year I missed 120 out of 180 days. I literally did not show up after January. And the pressure kind of took over about that time. And I got into a fight at school. And within that week, I had tried to end my life with sleeping pills. And it was a very sucky time, but I'm grateful I went through, because I realize now, for obvious reasons, the building at that school literally became a nightmare to me. I would have dreams about it, at night before I had to get up and go to school, and I just did not go. I would wake up at 2, 3 a.m. and be see the school and see people laughing at me and stuff, and it was just a very difficult time because I didn't understand why. But now I look at it and think, God's teaching me a lesson through this, and he's going to use this one day, because the last day that I ever went to that school, we showed up late because it took me forever, and teacher, principal, nurse, and a couple other teachers a principal, assistant principal, teachers, and a nurse tried to get me out of the car, and I was a big boy. Not gonna happen. I latched onto the seat pretty much, and it was a humbling experience because those were people that knew me for my grades and stuff, and they saw me in that much pain. That was embarrassing, so I just did not go back. And I started going to Gateway after that, and the way it happened, it was kind of funny. Within a few weeks, I prayed, and I remember the exact time. That was the first time I'd ever prayed in my life, because I didn't really grow up in church. It was 2:47 a.m. and I said, if you're real, just give me a reason to live and show me you. And the next day, May 25th, 2016, it's a big day in my life. It was the first day I ever went to students, and Big Wildcat, Jacob Schrambeck, invited me. I know, he's the reason why I'm here. I'm sorry. Mess with me, not him. No, my faith truly began when I gave my life to him. Not Jacob. God, not Jacob. But when I gave my life to Christ, and I started volunteering with kids, and I was going to students every week, and on Sundays I was volunteering. And my life completely changed. Just the difference in me, if you knew me then and if you know me now, is immense. High woofer, walk away. And in 2018, Jay Breezy, over easy, but never easy, bro, and big head Wildcat Chris Harvey said we're going to a school. I had no idea. We were on the way there, and it was the school that I went to, and that had been the first time I ever went there. A couple of my friends were graduating that year and going to play football at schools and stuff like that, and so we went and saw them. And when the entire way there, I was shaking. The moment I got out of the truck, I was fine. Everything kind of went back into place, and I realized that I'm fine. Like, it's just a place. There's no reason for me to worry about it now. And what I realized is that I had truly, since I had given my life to Christ, that anxiety had been taken from me, because I literally, those nights, those sleepless nights, I would cry and ask for God, please take this pain. And he did, completely and entirely. And that's what happens in 1 Peter 5:7. And my pain was in God's hands. I was in his hands. And for the first time in my life, like, I felt like I belonged somewhere, and I really started to develop at church and everything. And when we give our life to Christ, or when we give it all to him, our pain becomes less, because he has it, and he takes it, and he uses it for us to grow, and for us to love others, and just to teach others about him. And my God, our God loves us so much. He hurts when we hurt. He's amazing. He has plans for us all. And like, it's during this time, it's just that much harder with everything going on, because especially at Gateway, it's difficult for us to necessarily worship sometimes, because it can be so easy on Sunday mornings. I haven't watched Sunday services in a while, because I get in that rhythm of, oh, I'm just going to sleep in today. It's my day off. And then I realize after like a few hours after, at like 2 p.m., I'm like, I really should watch church today. But it's also, during this time, we don't know what's going to happen. So we have to give it to God, because if we don't, A, we're going to drive ourselves crazy, but B, we're going to allow the world to take control of us, and allow the devil to take control of us. When we do that, we lose who we are. And we can't do that. We have to give it to God. I just want to leave you with one thing, just four words that really have just given me a lot of strength over the years. It's live and let God. It's as simple as that. Just live and let him work through you, work for you, work for the people around you, work for his kingdom. And that's pretty much it. May go ahead and pray. Dear God, we just come in this time. We ask that you just are with all these students and with all these leaders, and just with everyone during this time, God, that you use your kingdom through us, God, and you use your love through us, and that you show us you're there even when it's difficult, and even when we're distracted by the world, or we get in these mundane tasks of just not seeing people we love seeing, and not being able to go and worship you in a physical place. But in this time, that you just allow us to grow in you, God. And when we come back, and we come back stronger, and we just appreciate the times we have together more, God. God, we are human, we are social people, and you made us that way for a reason. We just ask that you keep us all safe during this time, and ask that the words I spoke today, the words that you spoke through me, just were the words that somebody needed to hear, God. We love you, and thank you. Amen.
Hey Gateway students, it's Joey. Today we're going to be doing Oceans, so would you come along and worship with me? stronger in the presence of my Savior. Take me deeper than my feet could ever walk. My faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. I'll call upon your name and keep your eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul rests in your embrace. I am yours, you are mine.
Love y'all. See ya.